Very good morning. Our today's topic is transcription. Transcription is the first known, we can say, several step DNA based gene expression. And this process, a particular segment of DNA is copied into RNA, especially messenger RNA. And it all done with the help of enzyme RNA polymerase. RNA polymerase are of three types: RNA polymerase 1, RNA polymerase 2, and RNA polymerase 3. RNA polymerase 1 is found in nucleolus and responsible for synthesis of ribosomal RNA, whereas RNA polymerase 3 is responsible for the synthesis of transfer RNA. So this one-way flow of information from DNA to RNA and from messenger RNA to making a protein, it is called the central dogma in the molecular biology. As both RNA and DNA are nucleic acid, which use base pair of nucleotides as a complementary. So during transcription, a DNA sequence is read by RNA polymerase, which produces a complementary anti-parallel RNA strand, and this strand is called a primary transcript. So again we can say that transcription is basically formation of messenger RNA on DNA template, which is further used in the process of protein synthesis. That's why the microbiologist called is as a central dogma. At this slide, there we are going to study about the mechanism of transcription. The process of transcription is take place by the help of the three main things. That one is the DNA helicase, responsible for unbinding; RNA polymerase 2, responsible for the synthesis of messenger RNA; and ribonucleotides. Ribonucleosides monophosphate. It activates into a ribonucleoside triphosphate. How? By the phosphorylase enzyme and phosphoric acid. Hence we can say it is an ATP, adenosine triphosphate, guanosine triphosphate, uracil triphosphate, and cytosine triphosphate. Uracil is here because in the RNA, in place of thymine, there is uracil. We can see in this picture that here is the direction of transcriptions take place. From fifth end to third end, and a short stretch of RNA, especially messenger RNA, is transcribed from the DNA template by removing thymine into the uracil. So this is the direction. What are the basically general steps in the process of transcription process? First of all, the RNA polymerase together with one or more general transcription factors, they bind together to promote the DNA. That end is known as the promoter end. In the next step, RNA polymerase generate a transcription bubble. Here we can say a green color. This is the bubble. This bubble is due to the RNA polymerase enzyme. So RNA polymerase generate a transcription bubble in which the DNA separates into the two strands. So unwinding or breaking of hydrogen bond, With the help of breaking of hydrogen bond, the DNA helix separated. And after that, RNA polymerase actually second recognize and bind to the promoter sequence where it is going to be promoted. After that, RNA polymerase add the RNA nucleotides. These RNA nucleotides are complementary to the one strand of the DNA. RNA sugar phosphate backbone form with the help of the DNA polymerase enzyme. So hence the two strand of DNA, one is strand third to fifth end and another is fifth to third end in the direction. In this slide, you can see the formation of the template ends, complementary end, the C, G, A, C, G, T, A, C, A, T, G, T, C. This is the coding strand, another is the template strand. And after the transcription, the template strand converted into a messenger RNA, the opposite amino acids, and in place of the thymine, we can say that here is the uracil. Again, this is a transcription bubble, and after the rewinding with the help of the RNA polymerase enzyme in a direction, a very short stretch having 8 base pair near about, it is going to be formed from the active site of the template strand with the help of RNA polymerase. A short stretch of messenger RNA is formed. The complementary base for template strand pair to transcribe the messenger RNA. When the RNA polymerase reaches the terminating point, means after the synthesis of near about 8 base pair of RNA, the synthesis of RNA stop up, and the newly synthesized messenger RNA in eukaryotic is called the heterogeneous RNA in case of eukaryote. It undergoes post-transcriptional process. That process is known as the splicing. Because there is a coding and non-coding, both the zones are together. The eukaryotic messenger RNA contain exon and intron actually. Exon the coding part and intron the non-coding part. And by the process of splicing, introns are removed and exons are joined in a defined order. So after this process, after the process of splicing, the heterogeneous RNA, hnRNA, is going to be formed a mature, a newly synthesized messenger RNA. This hnRNA undergoes additional processing. How it is going to be formed? So this is going to an additional process that is called the capping and tailing. In capping, unusual nucleotides methyl guanosine triphosphate is added to the fifth end. If there is a stretch of hnRNA, heterogeneous RNA, at the fifth end, the guanosine triphosphate is going to be added. This process is known as the capping, and from the another side, means third end, it is known as the tailing. Adenylate residues are going to attach, and after the attach, the intron should be cut out and exon are going to be joined. This fully processed heterogeneous RNA, now called the messenger RNA, and is transported out from the nucleus to the cytoplasm for the process of translation. Now, what are messenger RNA? This is messenger RNA. It is the RNA that carries message from DNA to the site of protein synthesis. That's why it is known as the messenger RNA. The coding is for a certain kind of message to produce a certain kind of protein. It represents near about 5 to 10% of the total RNA of the cell. 80% are ribosomal RNA 5% near about of messenger RNA and as 15% having transfer RNA. It carries the genetic information in form of a triplet codon. There is a triplet codon. We can say a coding sequence and non-coding sequence of messenger RNA. The coding sequence is known as the serious sequence, a typical human protein coding messenger RNA including the unbranched region. The non-coding portion is the UTRs. Messenger RNA is a single-strand polynucleotide chain. In eukaryotic messenger RNA contain a cap at the fifth end and composed of near about 7 methyl guanosine caps. This process is totally absent in the prokaryotic messenger RNA. It is only found in the eukaryotic. Next to the cap, it has non-coding region that is called the intron, and it is a leader sequence. Next to it, an initiating codon AUG, methionine is called, and it initiates the protein synthesis. The main code AUG, it is also called methionine. Methionine is known as the initiating codon responsible to initiate the process of protein synthesis or in the process of translation. Next to initiator codon, the coding sequence is present and it is code for the special kind of protein that is called the exon. And next to the terminator codon, there are the 3 types of terminating codon, UAA, UGA and UAG. It is present. It is responsible to terminate the process of protein synthesis. Next to again the non-coding region is present. This is the sequence of eukaryotic messenger RNA molecule. This is the sequence. The capping, after that leader, a few bases to orient messenger RNA or ribosome, AUG, the coding sequence, UAG, then trailer, and after that polyhedral are there, that is the known as the poly 8 tail, and this is present at the third end. So next to this again non-coding region is present. In eukaryote messenger RNA poly 8 tail is present at the third end. This is the structure. So messenger RNA is responsible for the protein synthesis to take the message from the nucleus to the cytoplasm. Now second RNA is known as the ribosomal RNA. It helps in binding of ribosomes to the messenger RNA, responsible to binding the ribosomes present in the cytoplasm to the messenger RNA. It acts as an enzyme. It has an enzyme that is known as the riboenzyme, and ribozymes help in the formation of peptide bond during the process of protein synthesis. This is the picture of the ribosomal RNA. Now, what is the basic difference between the DNA and RNA? Both are nucleic acid, but both have some differences. So, what is DNA and what is RNA? What is the differences between the DNA and RNA? In the DNA molecules has very high molecular weight and the RNA has a very low molecular weight. So, on the basis of molecular weight, there is difference. Double-stranded polynucleotide chain is present in the DNA and single-strand polynucleotide chain is present in the RNA. Deoxyribose sugar is the pentose form and ribose sugars in the pentose form. Here is the deoxyribose sugar and in the RNA ribose sugar. On the basis of the amino acids, there is a thymine is present in the DNA and in place of thymine, uracil is present in the RNA. Unusual nitrogenous bases sometimes are absent, but sometimes some unusual nitrogenous bases are present in the RNA. So, genetic material is known as the DNA in the living organism, but the RNA is known as the genetic material in the some viruses, mostly plant viruses. Few points have to note in this chapter, that RNA polymerase is also called DNA dependent RNA polymerase because it is fully dependent on the DNA polymerase. DNA dependent RNA polymerase. RNA polymerase 1, 2 and 3, there are 3 types of RNA polymerase, but RNA polymerase is found in the nucleolus and it helps in the synthesis of ribosomal RNA. Hence the nucleolus is also called the ribosome factories of the cell. RNA polymerase 2, what is its role? It helps in the synthesis of messenger RNA. RNA polymerase 3, it helps in the synthesis of transfer RNA. Ribosomal RNA is the insoluble RNA. And one very important thing, that is pre-Pribnov box. It is a DNA sequence found in the promoter regions of the gene in prokaryote, and this DNA sequence is of TATA, ATG. This Tata box, we can say it is a Tata box. Tata box is also known as the Goldberg Hungness box, the name given on the name of the scientist, discoverer scientist. And it is a DNA sequence found in the promoter region of the genes in eukaryotes, and it has the sequence TATA AAT, responsible for the next step, yani means translation. So thank you class. This is all about the transcription. Before going to study about the translation process, we have to know about the all 3 kinds of RNAs and genetic code. So it will be seen in the next slide.